episode of Chatting with the Chamber. I'm Carl Curtis, the Executive Director of the Verona Area Chamber of Commerce. And our first guest today is Todd Huebler of Farmers Insurance.
Hello.
Welcome to Chatting with the Chamber, Todd.
Thank you, sir.
And Todd, why don't you tell us a little bit about your business and how you came to set down your roots here in Verona?
Sure. So I'm an insurance district manager. So our responsibility is we are in charge of 16 agents in the Madison, Wisconsin area. I chose Verona because of its convenient location to where I live in Belleville, and we're trying to recruit towards agents in the southwest corner of the state. So it's easy access to Highway 18151. So also lived in Verona for a year, and previous to living in Belleville, and really enjoyed the Verona community and everything that it has to offer. So I thought it'd be a great spot to kind of place some roots. Eventually, we'd like to move back to the Verona area and set our feet here and live here for quite some time in the future. So,
why don't you tell us a little bit about your background? How did you get involved in the insurance business in the first place?
Sure. So actually, I was a restaurant manager previous to my career as an insurance agent. I started an agency in New Glarus actually for about 6 years, and the district manager position was available in the Madison area, and I decided that I was a good fit for it. I had a lot of training and coaching and mentoring pieces to it that I really enjoyed and missed in the restaurant field. And so started the interview process earlier this year, and we opened up here June 1st. So it's kind of the short synopsis of...
So you're relatively new here to Verona.
Yes.
Well, in your short time here, what's been the greatest challenge so far to doing business in Verona?
To be honest, it's a lot easier than anywhere else I've been. Verona's a great community. It's very warm and receptive to new businesses. The Chamber's been great with the Chamber Fest and the constant communication. So the first time I've really been actively involved in the Chamber, I was a part of the Chamber in New Glarus, but it was a little bit more of a passive Chamber. So it's nice to have the businesses in the area kind of recognize who I am. The fire department, police department have all been by and introduced themselves, and so it's a very warming and welcoming environment. So.
Have you been getting out into the community to meet people?
I have, yeah. So every time I go to a new business, I like to support the local businesses, coffee shops, gas stations, of course, that sort of thing. I introduce myself as a local business owner in the Verona area, and everyone's very excited to have a new business in town, and I've only heard good things of people doing business in Verona. So.
If there was one thing you could tell the people in Verona watching about Farmers Insurance and your office here, what would it be?
It would be that Farmers has the greatest small business opportunity in America. We're looking for agents in the Madison and Southwest Wisconsin area. We are in a competitive position as a company, and we feel like American Family and State Farm are kind of working their way backwards in the marketplace, and Farmers is a great opportunity now to get involved. We have some financial support from the company to help agents become agents and grow their book of business and become small business owners and join chambers locally for themselves as well.
And customer service is a big part of what you do, I'm sure. Why don't you tell us a bit about your customer service experience and what you've learned through the years dealing with customers?
Sure. So the old adage of the customer is always right is probably the best rule of thumb you can have. Killing them with kindness, understanding they're empathizing with their situation and what they're dealing with. It's very frustrating for someone, with the insurance world, a lot of times it's the billing or changing a vehicle or a lien holder or something like that. So it's not always, the top of our priority list, but to the customer, that's very important to them to make sure that they get that organized and straightened out. So empathy and understanding is the huge thing that we've done here for our customer service, and making sure that they're satisfied with the result at the end of the phone call.
And just kind of expand upon that in your services too. What kind of lines do you write here?
Yeah, so we do auto, home, business insurance, life insurance. Some of our agents are licensed to sell securities, which are registered representatives to sell 401ks, Roth IRAs. We do health insurance. We have pretty much any insurance need you could have. We can help you out with in the Farmers Insurance.
Is there one that's more kind of popular, a bit more your specialty than others? Or are you
sure, yeah. So autos, auto and home are obviously our main business focus. Everyone has to have auto insurance. Most people have to have homeowners insurance. So that's kind of where we focus our energy. But we do a great job with small businesses, retail spaces, restaurants, that sort of thing. And life insurance is another one that a lot of people don't give it too much thought about, but it's a very important piece of the financial puzzle to make sure that you're protected if something ever were to happen to you.
And just again, following up on the customer service and dealing with people aspect of it, when we have a major event in Verona, like we had with tornadoes a few weeks
Yes.
ago, does that kind of spur on business for you?
Yes and no. So the business that it spurs on is more claims related. So our customers, our policyholders are reaching out to us because they had damage to their homes and their vehicles. But not only that, once we do have some sort of loss like that, we typically get very involved in the community. We have catastrophe vehicles that are placed strategically throughout the United States that we bring in to catastrophes, and we're typically the first on the scene. We're giving out water. We have our check printers there, so if our policyholders need some money to go get a bite to eat in a hotel room, we're there and we're involved in the community and the cleanup and everything. So it does help the community awareness and getting involved to help the community get back on their feet.
Okay. And in terms of the name Farmers Insurance, I wonder if sometimes that throws people off. You don't have to be a farmer to get
No,
Farmers
sir.
Insurance.
In
right?
fact, we don't even write farms, which is kind of the funny thing. So Farmers was started back in 1928, and the reason that we're called Farmers is that the founders found a niche in farm vehicles. Farmers had their vehicles on their farms, and they'd come into town maybe once a week, maybe once a month, but they were paying the same rates as people that were driving in city traffic every day. And farmers decided that they would give them a discounted rate on their vehicle purchases or vehicle insurance, and that's kind of how it started, and it's grown from there. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have 40 acres and a mule
No,
to
sir.
get Farmers Insurance.
No, you don't. No, just an auto or a home or a life,
Okay.
anything you need. So.
So if someone were to want to contact you, well, first off, what's your address here?
Address is 275 Bruce Street, and we're in Suite 100.
And Bruce Street, a couple other landmarks on there are Zerbakken Oil, and the Public Works facility is just around the corner here, and Fireman's Park just
Yes.
down the street too.
Yes.
So kind of back off the beaten track a little bit.
Yeah,
And if they want to contact you directly, what's the best way to do that?
sure. Probably by telephone. My telephone number is 608-218-3676. Or they can reach us online at farmersagent.com/Huebler. That's THUEBLER.
Okay. And on the website, can they get a good feel for your services here?
Yeah, absolutely. So on our website, it's more focused towards the agent opportunity and recruiting. So if you are interested in getting some insurance needs filled, you can contact us through the website and either give us a call or an email, and we can pass you on to one of our local agents.
All right. Well, that's all the questions I have, Todd. Thank you very much for
Thank
being
you.
part of today's show.
Absolutely.
And best of luck here in Verona.
Thank you very much.